Going green is big business as consumers continue to look for ways to reduce their carbon footprint. It's heightened the demand for greener industry practices and products. So how is the corporate world doing in their efforts? Environmental standards and labeling group Green Seal has been helping to transform the marketplace. Daniel Pedersen is Vice President of Science and Standards for the nonprofit organization, and he joins us from Washington, D.C. Daniel, thanks for joining us on Arise Xchange here. And I was talking with our last guest about this and how are big businesses falling in line, if they are or not, when it comes to jumping on ecology.
So, Julian, your previous guest was exactly right in saying that it's very important to create products that are durable and that are made to last and not disposable. So that's a very important concept to keep in mind, that green products, contrary to the myths that everyone has heard that green products don't work, many of them do work. A lot of the things that we do at Green Seal in our certification is to evaluate products to make sure that they work in addition to being protective of human health and environment.
And Daniel, while you're talking to us, we're looking at some really horrible scenes here, of course, of landfills, so on and so forth, and all sorts of pollution washing up on shores, I would assume, all over the world here. Even looking at that, you know, when it comes to money and greed, we know what that does to the human condition, how it affects it. I guess the question is, you know, a manufacturer of clothing might want to ask, is this going to make me any money? Because, you know, what Maxine was saying is that companies might have to spend more money. What's your take on this?
Right. Well, just like any investment in a company, some initiatives for sustainability do have an upfront cost. But in order to make money, you have to invest money. So a lot of these initiatives are what we call the low-hanging fruit. They're easy to implement and have a short ROI. For example, investing in energy efficiency. That's usually a no-brainer, and some measures like motion sensor light switches can have an ROI as short as 6 months. Another way of doing it is buying in bulk, using products that serve multiple purposes. You can save money that way.
Well, you know, and it sounds good, and I think a lot of people would jump on the bandwagon with that. But once again, you know, some of the major companies here, in fact, the coal companies, are complaining about the cost of being energy efficient. I guess my question, Daniel, is how much should the government or must they get involved to make sure that companies comply with regulations that the government perhaps should put in place?
Well, there's some role for the government. We at Green Seal take another view and say that the market is capable of making its own decisions. And Green Seal certification is an economic signaling tool, where choosing products that are better for the environment and better for human health, it's very complex to figure that out, but we provide an easy choice by doing all the heavy lifting. So the idea is that if consumers, if customers, if purchasers want to become sustainable and they demand that, they deserve better, and they can demand better, and that will drive sustainability in the market.
Well, that sounds good. We'll look at these pictures again. We just had them up there, and they're just really disturbing. Some companies perhaps may be giving us lip service. And I'm just wondering if some companies are just pretending to go green, Daniel.
Well, a lot of companies have recognized there is brand value in being recognized as green, and a lot of companies are doing real work, and a lot of companies are doing some, and a lot of companies who can be really nasty pretend or say that they are green. So there are a couple of things. You talked about the government. So the Federal Trade Commission has what they call their green guides. So those are guidelines for making environmental claims. And they have guidelines in place. Any claims that are misleading or that are not supported by facts are subject to false advertising charges.
Daniel,
So
real quickly as we
way.
close here, I'm sure the government is providing some perks for some of these companies to go green.
Some do, some don't. There are a lot of states that have their own green purchasing policies, and they provide incentives for green purchasing. A lot of LEED certified buildings get tax breaks. But then there are the private market type mechanisms where we can, through Green Seal certification or other programs like ours, like B Corp, companies can be recognized and verified that they are actually being green, and those are the things that purchasers and consumers can look for.
Fantastic. Daniel Pedersen, thank you so much. We'll keep our eye on this. Tomorrow on Xchange, drones. We will take a look at how industries across the board are increasing their use and cutting costs as well. Now for another look at the markets. The Dow closing down at 18,038. The S&P 500 closing at 2,107. The NASDAQ ended the day at 5,035. All up, folks. I'm Julian Phillips in for Andrew Schmertz. Thanks for watching Arise Xchange. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here.